This movie was so good all the way to the very end. Actually, okay, it wasn't so good. It was a decent movie. So I'm going to do a non-spoiler free review in the first half of this video, and then I'll leave a timestamp for you guys to skip to the spoilers if you want to skip there. But overall, coming from this movie, I had to sit and think for a second. I was talking to my brother because we saw the movie together. And my girlfriend, she doesn't really keep up with these movies, but I'm excited for all of these movies. They haven't gotten old to me. These movies do not get old. I love the Planet of the Apes movies, and my dad and my uncle were big fans of the old ones, and then they like these too. All of the Planet of the Apes movies have been so solid so far. And then there's this one. In my opinion, this is the worst Planet of the Apes. Not that any of them are bad. The third one is decent. This one is also decent. But it's decent all the way up until the end. But I do want to say the CGI is absolutely out of this world, man. I couldn't tell. There were some parts like with new characters and stuff and the apes, like there were some parts I couldn't tell if it was practical or actual like CGI. Some of the CGI is so good, it looks like practical effects, and maybe it is. It was giving me a feeling of the old school movies, but way more realistic. So the CGI was great. The voice acting was great. I mean, I know they're acting it out for real, so it's not really voice acting, but man, the main character, his voice acting is good. I didn't watch any trailers, so I thought this movie was going to be about Caesar's son, but no, it's not about Caesar's son at all. This is generations down the line. And they're basically doing a whole new story here. Now, the main character does kind of look like Caesar a little bit, but no, he has his own interesting story, and we follow his story from the beginning to the end. It's from the setup, it seems like he's going to be the new Caesar. It seems like they're setting up probably like 3 movies. Usually these movies come out in trilogy, especially after Caesar died. And so now we're starting this new story. So I want to say that this is a very slow burn. And in my opinion, the climax does not pay off. There's like 2 main villains, and I feel like it doesn't pay off at the end. But overall, if you can pay attention to the storytelling, which is really good, the world building, the character building, everything else is solid. It's just that the action in this, okay, actually, I'm not going to lie. The action in the beginning and middle were good. It just doesn't pay off at the end. And so it kind of dropped the score for me because I was expecting like a bigger or more dramatic climax in this. Maybe that's my fault. But honestly, I feel like at the end, it falls short of overall decent movie the whole time. But I think the foundation that they're building right now with the very slow burn and storytelling will pay off in the movies that are coming up next. It was also very unfortunate to see how empty the theater was, man. I couldn't believe it. I thought people would be more hyped for this type of movie, but I guess after Caesar died, the hype is dying down a little bit. And that's so sad to see because I love these movies and I'm really hyped for these movies. So overall, I'm going to give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. I wanted to give it a 7, but the ending just wasn't enough. Actually, it could have been a 7.5 to an 8 if the climax would have paid off the way I wanted it to. It got a little cringy at the end, but luckily I like the main character enough that I'm willing to see what is going to happen later on. A 6.5 out of 10 means just like slightly above an average film. And the reason why that ending hurts a little bit more is because we have to wait so long. The special effects on these movies clearly take a lot of time and effort. So who knows, it's going to be another 3 years again until we have the next one. So we just got to be patient. Okay, so now we're going to talk about spoilers. So this is your chance to leave the video in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just got to say it right now. The ending was so ridiculous to me. It was like, what? The ending was just, they kind of built up this connection with the apes and the bird. Okay, they actually did not kind of, they really built it up, but they never really demonstrated besides one time at the beginning of the film where Noah's father makes a bird scratch him on his cheek. His father's very hard on him. Okay, we get it. And he could make the bird attack. But outside of that, they don't establish anything else that they use the birds for the entire movie. So when we get to the end and it's the final boss fight, and this boss isn't, he's okay. He's not really that interesting. He's just he's just the leader, another philosophical, enlightened ape leader. And I just felt like the ending was so cringy and ridiculous when Noah starts doing a song, their bonding song, because, you know, they were supposed to have their bonding ceremony the next day. He does his bonding call and all the apes rise together, because first of all, everybody's too scared to gang up on this one guy themselves. Okay, they have fear and put into their hearts because he came and took them from their home, killed everything. They have weapons. Okay, but now it's just him. These people, these apes aren't stupid. They all can overthrow him easily. They all start saying, I don't know. So they watch Noah getting beat up, right? No, everybody's too scared because he yells at them. Bro, if y'all don't all just gang up on this dude, like what? But that's that scared mentality. I mean, it's been proven in history. It's happened in history lots of times. So, okay, I'll let that slide. Then they all stand together instead and make their birds attack. I forgot the main villain's name. I don't even remember his name. They all make their birds attack him and he falls off the cliff. When I saw that, I couldn't believe, I was just like this. I was like, what? We couldn't have found a better way to end this. And it was even more disappointing because the secondhand man to the big bad boss, the big gorilla. First of all, I know those horses are dying when that nigga is on their back. And then he dies in a very anticlimactic way. Noah runs the entire film. He doesn't fight at all. And he's running and he finally just escapes the big bad gorilla, and the big bad gorilla drowns. I thought it could have been so much more interesting if Noah, since he's starting to learn Caesar's ways, he would have adopted his ways and said, okay, apes together are stronger. I'm going to help you out in this situation. Even though you're dying and you killed my father, to show character development and growth. And maybe you can trust me from here on out because I saved your life. Instead, no, we just watch this gorilla that's been hunting him down the whole movie just die by drowning, and he just walks away. It just like, I feel like some of the narratives and stuff weren't really finished off, or like how they were being built, and it just wasn't a satisfying ending to any of them. The only thing we get now is May, who's just lied the entire movie and is, no matter what, going to help the humans. So I think this is why I think they will come back together in the later movies and work something out. I doubt I don't know if there's going to be another war. I don't know where they can go with this. They can go a lot of ways and it can actually end up being good. But yeah, really my only problem with this movie was the ending and the birds. Like, the birds are... Noah has this bird that is judging him. They're making it seem like the bird is judging him based on his actions and the things that he's doing to see if he's made character development. And it's kind of weird that they have this bond with the bird, but are the birds that I'm not buying that birds are this intelligent that they can tell when somebody has overcome their character arc. But okay, that felt good to get out. And overall, the movie was decent. And I'm looking forward to the next one still because I like the main character. I like Noah. And I can't wait to see where the next one goes. I hope you guys enjoy the movie. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.